microphone is on. Welcome everyone. Happy August 29th of 2023. And good evening, or a good day, or good morning, or good afternoon to all of you. Welcome, and glad that you're on board. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in very hot Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We have 32 degrees Celsius outside, 33.3 degrees Celsius here in my office. Yeah, the life. Anyway, thank you for the welcomes from all of you good, wonderful people. And I'm trying to see who all said hi there, but let's see. We got a hi out of Sue saying, I hear you, and a BMAT going 5x5. And Grandma B is there as well. We want to talk about Grandma B in a second. Grandma B, hang on, I'll do this first. Sharon Stewart says, I, hang on, let's do that again. I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. All right, there. That's the best I'm going to do. And Sophie says, yay, Doc. All right. That is all good. And hi, Doc. Good to hear you. All right. Excellent. And howdy from Sarah Miles. And let's see. It's my brother's birthday today. Woo! Well, congratulations, Sharon Stewart, on your brother's birthday. He apparently shares it with someone else. And I'm about to tell you who that lovely lady is. And she's a wonderful person. She likes to help out and support. And she is fantastic. But there seems to be a letter B shortage in the world. But let's not waste time, and we'll get right at things. And we'll wish Grandma B a very happy birthday. And thank you for being a part of our wonderful lava family. There you go, Grandma B. And see, I knew there was a shortage of bees. None of those say Grandma B. Oh, somebody is the bee thief. I can get my crayons out and we can fix it. But Grandma B, happy birthday to you. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day today, or had so far, and that everything is going just a bee shortage. Yeah. Oh, it is one of those things. But some lovely cakes for Grandma B there, and we wish her a very, very nice, happy birthday. And I won't even ask, but I know those candles, we can probably put a few more, then we'll have to get some fire trucks in. But that's all good. And awesome, Grandma B, and very good to nail another number on the wall, if you will. And I do really enjoy having you here. It's 76 this year. Awesome, Grandma B. That is a wonderful age. And if you're feeling really spry, you can just say, hey, I'm so old, I suffer from dyslexia, I'm 67. 67. There. Oh, hang on, that's backwards. It's all good. It'll be better, no, it won't be better next year. It'll be 60. No, 87. No, it's not going to work next year. Darn it. Oh, we tried. Anyway, Grandma B, we hope that you had a lovely day today, and that everyone treated you with some decency. It was an interesting day for sure. Awesome. I hope it was good though. Good and interesting. The bad things are not good, but something about a refrigerator delivery gone awry Gone. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. That is too bad. I hope that gets repaired real quick. Anyway, all the best to you, Grandma B, and I hope things will get fixed up there, and too long to talk about here. Yeah, no worries. That's all okay. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful the rest of the day as well, and hope it is a little bit easier going. Now, let's get over to our other wonderful things, and we'll get back to business at hand. We'll say hello to our wonderful moderators, Arizona Snowman and Piggy, and we have Sue, and a CND Boy, and Gary 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, Yvonne Kunkel, and Siggy, and Lucas Snow, and Joseph Fields, Texas, and Mona Lisa Smiles. For some of them, we have more, but some of those will pop by. Sue is in the channel right now, and of course you are watching VolcanoX live stream. And of course we're looking at archive footage, and this is day 12 of the eruption, and that was actually on the 22nd there of July, so pretty cool. And of course, since we recorded most of it, yay, we have a lot of stuff going on as far as, you know, being able to show some canned lava. And I'm very happy that it was quite active during its get up and go time. So we did get some good footage. Anyway, let's talk about something else just briefly. Big concern for a lot of people in the southern states. Just wanted to, before I say hi to everyone, I just wanted to kind of look at something here, and I'm going to refresh this. I don't know how good this is right now. Let's refresh it. There we go. Extreme warning, Hurricane Idalia is approaching Florida. That is this hurricane down here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is definitely not looking happy. Looks like somewhere around Tallahassee is going to get run over, and then who knows, it could veer over a little bit more yet. We don't know yet exactly where it's going to go, but somewhere predicted at Tallahassee. So of course Panama City will get some of that storm surge as well, and likely all the way along the coastline here, even past Mobile, Alabama, that kind of thing over on that side. And of course, you know, the size of this is basically going to inundate the Florida coastline from, I guess, Cape Coral on north, maybe even a little bit further. Pardon me. Yeah, it looks like this is kind of being dragged along here as part of that storm. So, second little surge coming through here, and we do see the other stuff over on the east side. And depending on this, of course, the circulation is counterclockwise. It's going to maybe draw some of this in further too, so they'll get more storms strengthened as it gets over into this region and combines. So stay away from that area. Be prepared. It's coming, guys, and that is something that you need to be aware of. That is for this. There's also this other storm out here. I don't know where that's going to go. Huge eye in the middle of this, and that is interesting, but that looks like it may make a landfall here somewhere soon. I'm not sure where that's going to end up getting drawn into. Kind of interesting to see that. While we're looking at storms, we did see this one out here. It's not as organized as the other ones. Hawaii is right in here, so not sure if it's going to go ahead that way. And we also see this mess just north of Papua New Guinea, and then we get real close here in between Taiwan and the northern portion of the Philippines. We see that nasty typhoon going through there, as well as a smaller storm just hitting Vietnam. So that area, interesting stuff, the weather around the world, and you know, it's pretty awesome to be able to look at this in that quick of a fashion from, you know, some fairly reliable sources and satellite imagery, that kind of stuff. We couldn't do that 40 years ago, so pretty cool to be able to do that now. And just let everyone know, get ready. So let's put it back on the can lava. I do want to say hi to everyone in here. We'll start out by saying hello to Kevin Haynes, and we've got Sharon Stewart, and Amelia is here, of course. Sophie also on board. Brian Perfectability 999 is here. Hope you're doing better, Brian, with hopefully that is healing up a little bit. Henry Nelson also on board, and Grandma B, of course. Welcome, Grandma B, and happy birthday. A Wonky Donkey here as well. Going up, we got Amelia. Welcome, Kia Ora, Amelia. And Kevin Haynes, we got, okay, Sarah K. Miles, welcome. JB saying a cough drops. No, then I'll choke on them when I talk, and that's dangerous there, JB. It's a thought, though, maybe during the break. We'll see. And let's see, who else we got in here? Sharon Stewart, of course. Welcome, Sharon. And Dan is on board. Let's see, who else we got? JB, we got Kevin Williams is also here. Lizoid is also on board. Welcome, you guys. Still scrolling up, looking at other names. Let's see, we got Brutal Avenger. Welcome, Brutal Avenger. Good to have you here. And let's see, Connie Tyree. Welcome. And still going up, BMAT. I don't know if I said your name already. I hope I did. Welcome. And still scrolling, looking for others. JB we got, yep. Brutal Avenger we got. Okay, still scrolling up, looking for names that we haven't said as of yet. So let's see, I'm not seeing any. A lot of chatters there today though, which is really a good thing. And let's see if we got a little bit more. Still scrolling upward. Boy, lots of stuff in there today. Up as far as I can go. I don't see anyone else. So if I did not call your name out, somebody can always yell at me. Diane just popped in. Welcome, Diane. And let's see. I think I got all of you. Sarah and Sophie and Trev. Yep, I think I got them all. Okay, awesome stuff. Anyway, yeah, we said the king. We did there, Mr. King. Me and Dr. Fox. Come on, your chariot's gonna turn into a pumpkin pretty soon, there, King. I'm pretty sure I said the king is here somewhere. Maybe I dreamt it. I have no idea. Welcome, Colin. Wonky Donkey. We seen him too. We said hi to him, I think. But that should be all right. Anyway, yeah. So let's take a look around and see a pumpkin. Yep, we want a pumpkin. Grandma B gifted one membership. Awesome, Grandma B. Thank you very kindly. And Brutal Avenger, you lucky devil, you got it. Grandma B, the birthday girl, gifted a one. Excellent. Thank you very kindly, Grandma B, and congratulations, Brutal Avenger, on getting that free gift. You've turned green, all on your own. That is awesome. Anyway, that's what happened. My archive footage ran out. Let's go change channels. Let's look at this thing. This, of course, is the Reb event, and that was from earlier today, slightly earlier, about 5 hours and 6 minutes ago, something like that. Still quite a bit of smoke coming off of it. If we put it back live, I do want to point out that this area over here, slightly off, right in there, looks like a little Christmas tree has been lit, and we do have some glowing embers. And of course, that is right down there where that sulfur is. So if we go back and take a look, you'll see it's roughly in this bottom area here. So interesting to see that it's still that hot underneath there and burning a little bit. Let's see what else we got. Going back a little bit more, that's 8 hours and 48 minutes ago. Did we get another little chunk fall off on the inside here? It almost looks like something is missing there. Let's go back a little bit further and see. Yeah, actually, hang on. Okay, this piece here, I don't know, it just looks a little odd. Let's go forward again. Still there. Let's try that again. No, I guess just my imagination. Okay, so just maybe the trick of the light, I guess, for the most part. That's what it was looking like earlier. That is at around 12 noon or 4 minutes after Iceland time. That is not bad. Looks like everything just is one big pile on the inside of that crater. So interesting to see that. Tanto was here. Welcome, Tanto. And Mars 2028 is here as well. Good to see you. Anyway, that's what we got going on there. Let's put that one back on live right now, and of course you can continue to see the glowing embers. Let's look at the other ones. This is kind of a nice shot. There you can see the glowing embers, and you can see the glowing lights of Reykjavik in the background. K-Lear poking through, nice orange background. Pretty awesome. If we go back earlier in the day here, just to have a look, let's see what we can spot, if anything. And there we go. Had to get the light to the right point. A little bit on the cloudy side with low clouds in there, but not unusual for Iceland, so that is kind of not a bad day. Still smoking from what we see there. K-Lear looks pretty normal. Don't see any new vents popping up anywhere, so pretty quiet that way. Let's go back a whole bunch here and look at it from a slightly different sun angle. You can see the buildings there in Reykjavik in the background, and of course no changes here at all. K-Lear still looking happy and wonderful. Let's put that back on live. Let's get to the next one. This one is from Thorbjorn, just south of the Blue Lagoon. And I've backed it up a little bit because it was poor. That's about 7 hours ago. There you can see the top of Ragnar, and of course the Blue Lagoon is off on the left-hand side. That's what it looks like right now. It is time for me to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to put this back on live. We will come back with this shot here and carry on from that point. So let me put you back to our wonderful canned lava. It looks like I'm going to have to dig up a part 3 though for day 12, since or maybe we'll do a part 1 for day 13. How about that? That'll work. All right, let's leave the canned lava up there for you. There it is, and that is day 13, part 1. And cool. All right, don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button if you haven't done that as of yet. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you like the content, by all means give that a quick bump as well. Help us out grow the channel. On that, a friendly note, why my lava. Don't be slowing down. Come on, lava, keep cooking. Why are you doing weird things? Oh, it was a buffering. Ha! Let's move that ahead a bit. Get it out of that bad time frame. There we go. That looks better. All right, let's leave it there. I'm going to go have a break. Don't go away. Keep smiling, and I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Keep smiling and play nice in the lava. we go. That microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX, a live stream. Thank you for the welcome backs from Tanto and Sasha. Welcome. And Kevin Haynes and Sue saying welcome back, as well as Mars 2028 and JB and 5x5 from BMAT. Awesome. And thank you, Henry Nelson. And I hear you, Sharon Stewart. And thank you, Wonky Donkey. I got it before she did. And there she is. I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. And Susie is in here as well, waving. That is okay. Killing me softly. The anticipation, a fabulous doc. Okay, awesome. And he's getting better, Sharon. Yep, that is scary. Bob, that is really scary. Next thing you know, I'll be able to belt out a tune or something. Thanks for his voice lessons. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to keep working on it. What? N8 Snyder alive on Idalia and the area of this huge, the storm surge. Height are the king tides. Blue moon. Oh, it's a blue moon. Blue moon. That's right. A blue moon. Second moon in August is considered a blue moon. That's pretty cool and interesting. Anyway, we were looking at, let's park our canned lava. We were looking at Iceland with lots of get up and go and vigor, and I've lost where I was. Oh, there. We were going to go look at the city of Reykjavik as we seen it. And Sasha says, don't quit your day job, Dr. Fox. I have no intention of it. Anyway, that is what we were seeing in Iceland, in the capital city of Reykjavik. And that is live right there. So pretty cool. If we go back, it wasn't a bad day for them by the looks of things. And that is actually pretty nice looking weather. That was from about 4:26 in the afternoon. If we go back a little bit more, we can see what it looked like a little earlier, and that was about 11:30 a.m. So not a bad day for the wonderful people of Reykjavik there in Iceland. And that is awesome. Let's put that back on live. We'll make that one smaller and move on to the next scene. This one, of course, in the dark as well. That looks like a Katla, possibly. Let's go back a bunch of hours here and see, or see not, perhaps. We'll see. Oh, we're not seeing it. It's over there somewhere. Hiding under those yucky clouds. Let's see if we go back as far as we can go. Do we see it anywhere? No, very low level clouds in the area, so we're not going to see Katla off in the side here. Let's make that one back to alive. There you can see the lights of that farm area. And we'll make that one smaller. Go to the next shot here. Hey, look, a beautiful, beautiful sun. No, hang on, that's the moon. And that is an awesome shot. That is, of course, looking over towards our wonderful Askja. And we still don't know where it is in this shot, but it's supposed to be there. I don't think it's this, but I think it's over here somewhere. Anyway, and not a bad looking day. That was, of course, near sunset time. Looking at that shot, they did have some cloud in there earlier. You can see that a little bit lower on top of the heads. And if we go back a little bit more, it looks a little different there. A little bit more light coming through. So that's what they were experiencing on that one. Let's go to, that's back to live. Let's make that smaller. That's kind of nice, so with the moon up like that. Anyway, there we go. This is, it says Katla. I don't see Katla. I don't see it, and there's the other view. Still don't see it. Yeah, it's hiding underneath the clouds. We're not going to see Katla today, so let's put that one back on live. Let's get to the panoramic view, Litti Hutter, and the area there, and we'll go back a few hours, about 4 hours roughly. There you go. You can see our Raggy, no, not Raggy, Rebby. There we go, Rebby, the little event. And Rebby is relatively small in comparison to Ragnar. It seriously is. So interesting. And mind you, it's a lot bigger than Siggy Fisher was, but still, I'd love to see a larger volcano here. You know, I'm big, like K-Lear, or maybe taller, something like that. Anyway, that is not bad looking there, and you can see little K-Lear there, and of course a Rebby there, and then just on the side here, that's a Litti Hurter, and that is slightly off the screen, so that is okay. That is a kind of Iceland for today. Let's take a look at the harmonic tremor charts. I just want to make sure I've closed all these back down. Ooh, I missed this one. There we go. And this one, of course, we'll make those smaller and go over here. This is our harmonic tremor charts. Basically, the ODF chart is what we've been using, and I'm not liking what we're seeing today. Downward trend, and our magmatic, and that is heading way down. Seismicity way down, and tectonic plate movement way down. Not a heck of a lot happening. This is sad. Anyway, let's go up and take a look at maybe a Krusevik. If we can find that real quick. Same thing, Krusevik, a downward trend on all three. That is not good. Let's maybe peek at Grindavik while we're scrolling up to Askja. And we'll ask Grindavik. No, ask. Oh, never mind. Grindavik, there we go. And we can see it heading downward on both the magmatic and seismic shots, same thing. And again, that unexplained noise in the middle of the day being picked up again. And I'm wondering if they're still jackhammering stuff there. That's got to be, and that's always during the daytime, right? So they got to be doing something there. I think Sunday they had a day off, maybe. Yeah, that would be a Monday. Today is Tuesday, so yeah, Sunday, and no rumbling. And that would make sense. And there we can see it. So obviously some kind of heavy machinery there causing some of those vibrations close to the chart, or close to the sensor, I should say. Anyway, we're going up to Askja. Take a look at what we've got up there. And there is the Askja chart. And let's see if we can square that up a little bit better. There we go. And seeing it dip, well, it went up a little bit and then dipped back down as far as our wonderful magmatic movement. Now, seismicity, though, it was pretty steady, and then at the end of the day here, it kicked up, which is really kind of odd. Same thing with our tectonic movement. Something jolted it, but we're not seeing anything, no big quakes in this area. So what caused that? What may have been the underlying issue here to see our seismicity jump and just about 1,000 points here? And that is quite a bit of upward trend. Anyway, pretty interesting, and let's leave that be, and let's have a quick peek at earthquakes. Ooh, and that one wasn't there when I checked earlier. Where'd that come from? 3.6 at Katla, and that's 1.1 kilometer down, and that's 23:49 is the time on it, 7 minutes ago. So that is pretty awesome. Last 24 hours, 74 quakes there in Iceland. And that is what we've got. The latest one, of course, being a 3.6 right at Katla. Why don't we just dip in there and see what else we got? At 2350 we had a 2.3, 1.1 kilometers down. Let's see if we can split those up. We had a 1.2, that was 1.1 kilometer down at 2351. This other one here is older, from 850 this morning, a 1.2, 3.7 kilometers down, and a 0.6, also a 1.1 kilometer down from 2135. So that's right directly at Katla. There's a 0.6, a 5.2 kilometers down from 1103, a little bit further to the north. Getting up towards Hekla, we see a 0.15, a 5.7 kilometers down, a 413 this morning. Only one up north here, 0.37, 2.8 kilometers down from 423. Down here is a 0.03, very small, 7.5 kilometers down from 9 minutes after 1300 or 1 p.m. This one here, 0.8, 3.6 clicks down at 2346. A 0.5, 3.2 clicks down from 2347. From 9:36 a.m. a 0.68, and that is 4.7 kilometers down. That's me in the sub, Dr. Fox. Oh boy, you a bad guy. Okay, 935.33 and 3.5 kilometers down for that one. This is a 0.23, 7.7 kilometers down from 1211. Moving over, we got a 0.84, 7.2 kilometers down, and then I didn't get the time on it. Don't worry about that. We got a little swarm here of very small quakes, and let's just sample a few. 0.58, 6.6 clicks down, 1342. Here's one of the bigger ones, 1.09, 6.5 kilometers down, 6:44 a.m. and 1.28. 6.4 kilometers down from 6:54. Next one was 0.95, 5.4 kilometers down, 7:28. That kind of thing. And we got a 0.55 over there, 8.3 kilometers down, 6:46 is the time, and a 4 kilometers down, 4:08 this morning. So that's kind of what's in that area. We'll catch the rest of this afterwards. There's quite a few quakes there in our wonderful Frankfurt area. I like that. We'll maybe have a chance. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it is a time for me to take another break, ladies and gentlemen. And I am going to do that. And then after the break, we are going to have bacon seeds. Yay! I like bacon seeds. And of course, Piggy sent us a bacon seed. So we got to do that. A drill, not sub, Doc. Oh, he's in the drill? Oh no, it's me drilling. Okay, I thought he was in the sub. All right, all cool. Okay, I'm gonna go take that break, and I hope Wonky doesn't cause any more major problems there. I'll throw some music on. Don't go away. Keep smiling. Play nice in the lava. And we'll have bacon seeds after the break. I'll be back. And there we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you all on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. And I thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Henry and Sasha and Kathy. And I hear you, DrFox2000. From Sharon Stewart. Thanks, Susie, for the welcome back, Uncle Doc. And thanks, Mars, and Going South, and BMAT for the 5x5, and Tanto, and JB, and Grandma B. And, oh boy, have I got everyone? I think so. A singing a duo. Oh boy, no, hang on, that was a solo completely. I was doing it just all by myself. Anyway, it is just about bacon seeds time. Well, it is bacon seed time. But before we do bacon seeds, I wanted to go back over and just kind of show you what that map looked like. And we did see a slight bit more upward movement here. It's getting closer. And of course, if we zoom in, this is from windy.com. We can see the storm itself, lots of lightning around it. We are seeing a bunch of other stormy activity on the other side. Now this is partially of all the whole system here, because that's kind of the same circulation coming around that storm. So this is being drawn in. This is going to get really nasty here, Tallahassee area, as they were saying. And the eastern side of Florida going to get nasty, nasty, nasty. I'm not sure how bad Cape Coral's going to get it, but it's a little bit offshore yet, so hopefully it wouldn't be too bad there. But I know this area in here is going to be really nasty. So if it gets up in this area, this combines with it, we could have all kinds of weird things, twisters and everything else happening. Who knows what can come out of it. Force 4, I have no idea what the category is right now. I don't know if anyone has seen it. Do we know what the category is right now for that storm? That is fairly large. Tampa getting hit, okay. Tampa is getting nailed. Yeah, I can imagine because they are going to be right on it. Almost at a 3 right now, maybe a 4 by landfall. 3, thanks CVAT. C&D Boy says a cat 2. Grandma B says a cat 2. We've got a bunch of 3s. Okay, it's a cat 3, I think. Okay, well, pretty close there, so it's a cat 3. All right, it's about to get to a level 3 soon. Yeah, I guess it depends on who's doing, is it a 3 already? I don't know, I really don't know. But if people are saying it's getting pretty darn close, you can bet it's pretty much there. And we're probably going to see a category 4 out of it, like he said, by the time it hits landfall. 2 headed to 3. Okay, see that. Thank you. All right, let's leave that be, though, for right now. We do want to go over to bacon seeds. 2 or 3 cats. I don't know, and hopefully they are okay. This is the last bacon seed from yesterday. And of course, our wonderful Peggy has sent us more. So let's take a look and see what Peggy sent us for today. And I'm sure she's got some nice ones. Here's our first one. And he looks like he's a gift. Or it's either that or he's going for it. Early Santa Claus or a Christmas present from Santa. Looks pretty good though. He looks like he belongs there. Comfy and everything. Next one is this little cutie. That's just a tiny little handful, and definitely a one-hander. and that is pretty awesome. He's got a smile on his face, so gotta love that. So a little guy. Anyway, next one. Oh, here's another little guy. Definitely a one-hander. That is awesome to see them so small. That picture's a little fuzzy, but still, you get the gist of it. Early and teenier. Yeah, they're babies. Little bacon seeds. Here's another one. A tiny little bacon seed sitting in a rocking chair. And it's just a small rocking chair for little baby piglets. And next a shot. Oh, he's doing more poses on his rocking chair. And that is awesome. And let's see, what's our next bacon seed look like? Piggy nursery. Oh, could be. Oh, he's in his basket. He's waiting for dinner. He's got a smile on his face. Gotta love it. Enjoying his life. That is the best way. Next one is this guy. Yep, talented. I can curl his tongue. That is amazing. I thought only humans could do that. But apparently pigs can curl their tongues like that as well. That is really cool. Okay, next bacon seed is this one. It's another little one with his pet kitten. I can do that too. Yeah, me too, Sue. I'm sure everybody's trying right now. Curl your tongue now, everyone, and then put up your hand if you were able to do it. All right. Anyway, awesome. That little kitten, I don't know. This is... Whoa, hang on. That's not a cat. That's a pig. We all are guilty. No one can. What? Not everyone can? Oh, okay. I know I can, so that's all good. I can curl a lot more. JB, and we don't need TMI. All right, and next one is another cat and his beloved pet, a pig, or is it the other way around? The pig with his beloved cat pet. And that is pretty awesome. They look like they're happy together and snoozing. My sister can't do it. I was talking about weights. Oh yeah, sure. Yep, I'm piggy imposters. Anyway, one more bacon seed for today, and that will be this one. And yes, indeed, another little, tiny little bacon seed. So today was all about little ones. That is awesome, and very cool, and glad we could see them, and like that. Okay, so very cool there. We had a look at, we want to go finish off the Icelandic earthquakes. Let's go have a look at the rest of those. We wanted to see the area, of course. Here we did kind of look at these ones in the lake area, and these are just too small, 0.32, 6.2 clicks down, 141. This other one here is a 0.01, 1.1 kilometer down, and that is from 1341. Now, looking at this area, of course, that is the outline for Eruption. We're going to take a look at those quakes in here. We'll start out by the one right beside Kaleir, 0.04, 3 kilometers down, 2:55 a.m. Right close to Rebbe, a 0.06, 4.1 clicks down, 7:36 this morning. And at 7:32 we had a 0.17, 5.7 kilometers down. Over here we had a 0.71, 10.6 kilometers down, just about 7 at 1:19 a.m. Heading a little closer to the Siggy Fisher area over here. We got a 0.81, 12.2 clicks down, 120 this morning. A 0.33, 9.8 kilometers down from a 1:20 a.m. Right near the Siggy Fisher area. 0.18, 7.3 kilometers down, 11:04. 0.79, 7.9 kilometers down, 119. And 15:11 today we had a 0.2, 6 kilometers down. And on the foot of Story Hooter, we have a 1.33, 7.5 kilometers down, 1.21, sorry, a 121 this morning, no, 1.21, the 121 this morning, there we go. Up on the top or underneath, 14.9 kilometers underneath, a 0.58 at 1:22 a.m. And that is Story Hooter. Of course, over here's where Ragnar is. This is in the middle of Geldingadarler, and that is from a 4:44 in the morning, and that is 0.38, 7.3 kilometers down. So surprisingly, quite deep quakes there. That's actually kind of amazing to see them that deep. 0.13, 4.9 clicks down from 12:53, and a little bit closer to the Blue Lagoon, which is right there. 22 minutes after midnight, a 0.01, 3.7 kilometers down. Those are a little bit shallower, and the Blue Lagoon, of course, is right there. There's the power plant, and then there's Thorbjorn, and the camera on Thorbjorn somewhere over on this side, looking at that direction over towards our wonderful Ragnar, right there. So that's what we see the top of. There's Grindavik, of course, and the Reykjanes Peninsula, the Keflavik Airport over there with Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Jørgvik, and then out into the water we go. We got a 1.24, 10 kilometers down, 14:03 was the time on that, and then this is the last one out here from 17:47, a 1.5, 10.9 kilometers down. Oh, one more out there, 2.1, 10 clicks down, 11:23. Have we got them all? Yep, we did. Okay, so we got everything from this side down. Let's check these guys real quick here. 0.76, 8.4 kilometers down, 1:37 this morning. Couple over here at the Grimsvatn, and there's this one, 1.18, 312 meters down. 9:31 this morning. The other one is a 0.9, 5.2 kilometers down from 15:54. Then we've got a 1, and it's 6.8 kilometers down from 21:32. Next one is from 21:51, a 1.4, and that is a 5.2 kilometers down. Bardabunga, and there's a couple there, 3 of them. 0.42, 4 kilometers down, 2:10 a.m. for that guy. Then the bigger one out of the group, 2.79, 2.6 kilometers down from 8:36, and the other one here from 9:12, a 0.23, 2.1 clicks down. Moving on up, let's see if we spot anything at Askja. Well, on the way there, we got a 0.2, 6.4 kilometers down, 21:41. At Askja, we only have a 2, and 0, 5.2 kilometers down, 23:39. Fairly fresh, and this one is from 1920, a 0.4, 5.2 kilometers down. Herdebreit only has this guy, a 0.3, 6.1 kilometers down from 1954. And going up a little bit more, 0.67, 4.6 clicks down, 4:05 a.m. for that guy. And I'm still not able to pronounce that area. That's got one of those wonderful Icelandic names. Krafla. We'll leave it as a Krafla. Okay. Anyway, 0.51, 4.5 kilometers down, 1:14 this morning. The next one over, 0.9, 2 kilometers down, 2159. We'll grab this guy, 1.12, 10 kilometers down, and that is a 409. There's a second one underneath it. What is it? 0.99, 10 kilometers down, 8:13 was the time on that guy. Let's go over here, 0.91, 10 kilometers down from 6:19 this morning. And the other one beside it, a 0.4, 10 kilometers down from 1441. And let's take a look at these last group here. This one is a 0.9, 5 kilometers down, 2229 for him. And this one, 7:44 in the morning, a 0.77, 10 kilometers down. And a 0.88, 10 kilometers down, 8:11 this morning. And the furthest one up here looks like a 1.3 in magnitude, 10 kilometers down, and 21:07 is the time on that. Don't see anything else further north or south, so that is our earthquakes for Iceland for today. Interesting stuff. It really makes a guy wonder. Wonky Donkey is waving like crazy. What's he doing? What's he up to? A good night, Wonky Donkey. Oh, he's going to bed. Wonky Donkey, get in your sty, or a stable. Stable, that's it. Get in your stable. Good night, Wonky Donkey. Take care, Trev. All right, let's leave that be, and we'll go perusing on some of these other ones here. Let's see what we can find. I am looking for one specifically. Hard to find all the time, but we'll, not very good picture today. It's cloudy at Popocatépetl. Popocatépetl is 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City, and we are not seeing a heck of a lot right now. There were times where visibility was a little bit better and also much worse. So let's take a look and see if we can spot any of it. And that's getting a little bit better, 10:34 in the morning. Hard to tell what it's doing though. This is from 9:02 this morning. And let's see, we did see kind of a huge mushroom cloud sitting on top here at 7:30, and it almost looks like it was trying to build up some type of lenticular cloud as well. So pretty awesome to see that billowing. And if we go back a little bit more, at just about 7 a.m. we did see that same billowing continue. So that's been going for a while. It may still be doing that right now. Anyway, that is Popocatépetl in central Mexico. Let's take a look at the next one a little further south, and and that stream quit. They do have a new one though. Maybe we can see something on it. And let's see. Well, I'll go back. It's there it is. At 13:30, we did see that, and that is a Fuego. And look, it's even erupting. Fuego is in Guatemala, and not too far away from Santiaguito. That is the other volcano, I guess a sister or brother or something. Anyway, that's what we were seeing at about 1:30. The rest was in clouds, and prior to that it was hit and miss with the clouds. But we did have that kind of stuff from 1300, and then if we go back a little bit more, from 1221, we were seeing that. So actually not bad eruptive activity continuing there. So let's go here. This is from 11:54, just before noon. So definitely I'm throwing out quite a bit of material. You can see a lot of that stuff is just dropping back down right around the caldera, and that of course is going to create some rock falls, etc., with the ejecta being thrown out. Anyway, pretty cool looking. Let's go to our next volcano. I'm going to put this one back on live, and that is what it looks like right now, unfortunately. So not a heck of a lot we can do with that. Let's go to our next one, and this was a Messiah volcano a little further south. It's down in Nicaragua, and that was from 1647. let's renew it, see what it looks like right now. You can see that lava down in the bottom there, kind of a nice little pool, and we'll refresh and see what we've got. That's what it looks like glowing in the dark. So I don't know, is that lava level increasing? Might be. Glow is always deceiving, so that is what we've got going on there. Next one is, of course, that is smoking, and that is steamy. We can see that just at the edge of that caldera is right in the foggy area, though. This is Rincon de la Vieja, and that is down a little further south, I think, in where is it? Ecuador? No, not Ecuador. El Salvador? I can't remember. Or is it in? I'm gonna have to look that up. Or is it Costa Rica? Darn it! I forgot these things. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Rincon de la Vieja. Anyway, next shot. Going further south, we are going all the way down to our wonderful Chile and Alaska, of course, doing its thing. Really not. It's in Costa Rica. Thank you, Sue. I knew it was right down there somewhere, and it kind of bugged me. For some reason, I was thinking it was El Salvador, but that's right. It is Recon. Recon. Yeah, Recon. Have a good night, JB. Oh, is that JB leaving? I'm off, taking off. Good night, Lava family. JB, you take care. All the best to you. Anyway, not much happening there. Let's go take a look at Laguna del Mole. So nothing at Alaska, nothing much at Laguna del Mole, just the sun setting. And I don't think we really had any kind of visibility of Villarrica today. All of that seems to be cloud going by like crazy. So let's leave that be. I'm going to put this back over here. Wow, that looks neat. Sunset. Well, maybe we'll see if we can get that one to refresh. Let's try that. Will it? No, it wants to give me commercials. All right, let's let it refresh. I'm going to put you back on the canned lava here, ladies and gentlemen. And that should automatically start again. Oh, why is that not running? There we go, a canned lava. And let's make that move. Okay, that wasn't moving for some reason. There we go. All right. Made it move. All right. No worries. Everything is happy. It's Pepsi time, you bet. So for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. That'd be awesome. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes after I take a little bit of a break, have a Pepsi, and relax a little, and go look for my squirrels. I haven't heard them yet, but they did get cookies this morning. I'll be back. And there we go, that microphone is back on. Welcome back everyone, and glad to have you all on board. Susie, have a good sleep there, get some rest, and relax yourself. And thank you for the welcome backs from our wonderful Sasha and Sue and Mars 2028, and I hear you, DrFox2000 from Sharon Stewart. Dr. Fox is in the house. Oh, Don Arnold is in the house. I see you. Anyway, all good, guys. Welcome back, everyone. And of course, we're doing our thing, having a look at some canned lava from day 13, part 1 there of the wonderful Rebbe event. And that was definitely a lovely time. Wish we had more of that. And hogwash. Oh boy, that is, I guess, Sharon, are you washing hogs? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, volcano report time. Let's go find one of those. Let's see, there it is. I found it. Alright, so volcano report. Late Monday's volcano or volcanic activity. 4 volcanoes on the list. Ubanas in Peru, no emissions of volcanic ash reported at 1730. Sabancaya in Peru is doing Ubanas's job. Continuous ash emissions to 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters reported at 1930. And here's one we haven't seen before. Makushan volcano in the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. Volcanic ash, a cloud unknown reported in a cloud layer reported at 2,200 and 2,300. Makushan volcano. I don't think you are using your hogwash responsibly, Dr. Fox. I'm sorry, did I not wash Makushan properly? East Java, Semeru, East Java, Indonesia. Discrete volcanic ash observed to 14,000 feet, or 4,300 meters, reported at 2,300. All right, let's get to today's. And Tuesday's volcanic activity. 8 volcanoes on the list. Mayon, Luzon Island in the Philippines. We have a separate report on that. We will take a look at that in a few. Volcanic ash cloud unknown height reported at 1430. Next one, Reventador in Ecuador. Volcanic ash observed to 15,000 feet or 4,600 meters reported at 2:45 this morning. Volcanic ash emissions observed to 14,000 feet or 4,300 meters reported at 1430. And next one is Popocatépetl in central Mexico. New emissions to 25,000 feet reported at 6 a.m. Possible volcanic ash emissions to 25,000 feet, 7,600 meters reported at 1330. Ecuador, or Sangay in Ecuador, a volcanic ash detected from satellite to 19,000 feet or 5,800 meters reported at 6:30 a.m. and no volcanic ash emissions reported at 1,700. Sabancaya in Peru, continuous ash emissions still at the same height, 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters reported at 7:30 this morning. Nevado del Ruiz in Colombia, volcanic ash observed, reported at 9:15 a.m. Ibico, Permeshir Islands in the Kuril Islands in Russia, possible eruption observed to 9,000 feet, 2,700 meters, reported at 9:45 a.m. And the one to wrap it up is Fuego. Volcanic ash emissions observed to 19,000 feet, 5,800 meters, reported at 16:45. And we've seen some of that from earlier. Anyway, there, thank you very much, Sue, for sending that in. That is awesome. Is west of Sheldon. But it's close, right, Sue? It's fairly close. That is awesome. Anyway, let's see if we can bring that one report for Mayon up here, and let's see if we can get that to work. And we'll show that in a second. Let me get rid of the commercials. Okay, that's actually not a bad picture. Let's see if we can bring that up for you guys, and let's hit it there. So clicking on that, the extrusive activity continues from Mayon's summit lava dome, and there you see it. Beautiful, and that is not bad. That is actually quite interesting. That's a nice shot. Too bad it wasn't a little clearer. But that is what we've got going on there. So that is from 2:42 a.m. and by Martin. Pretty awesome. What's it say? The effusive activity of the volcano continues. Two lava flow branches on the southeastern and southern flanks haven't increased their length. 3.4 kilometers and 2.8 since the last eruption, whereas the lava on the eastern Bausud has advanced only 100 meters to 1.1 kilometer long. Collapsing parts of viscous lava flow front continues to generate glowing avalanches, 109 of them, as they detach from it and roll down the base of the edifice at about 4 kilometers distance from the summit. Moreover, a block and ash flow continues to emanate from the summit lava dome as accumulated viscous lava material from the main conduit makes the dome prone to collapse, oozing out from there and tumbling down in the form of dome block avalanches. Pyroclastic density currents usually form ash plumes, phoenix clouds, towering wall of cloud rising above the pyroclastic torrent. Pyroclastic flows are deadly, turbulent, hot avalanches of lava rock fragments of all sizes embedded in a mixture of turbulent gas and ash racing down the slopes. So you want to stay away from those. Anyway, a pretty awesome looking shot there, so let's leave that guy be, and we'll move on to our next place of joy and fun and happiness, and that of course is over to Merapi. And let me find a Merapi screen and see if Merapi will make us happy. We do see cloud on it. It's 7:50 a.m. there right now. That is live. If we back that up a bunch, we can see some of the glow of the lava. Not very well. 4:33 a.m. You can see it in the black and white down here. The IR cam making it illuminate quite a bit. Up there you can see in the cloudy stuff there is a little bit of a glow there. Definitely it wasn't the best visibility, but let's see if we can get that to about here. A little bit more bacon flowing down the hill, and that is pretty awesome. You can see it on the IR cam here really lighting up, but also the bacon flow on the other one, so definitely worthy of having a look at that. Let's see if we can spot any more of those. There was a really heavy one in here somewhere. Right around here, I think. There. Yeah, this one is not bad. 2:10 a.m. If you're looking over at the, it looks like it had several pushes here. Of course, lots of bacon in that shot going down, but when you're looking at the IR cam, you can see this is actually a second run of that material. So doing pretty good. Must be burping out quite a bit of lava. Looks pretty awesome. You can see how it is fanning out. Of course, it's filled up all those canyons, so it seems to want to go wherever it likes, and that is pretty awesome to see. Yep, definitely extra bacon is the opportune word there. I like it. Extra bacon is always better than no bacon. Let's see if we can find a couple more going back here. There were some smaller ones too, so I'm just looking for bigger ones, and I don't really see any. They did have it on a 4 camera view earlier, so if we go back to here, it was all in black and white, but definitely be able to see it at different, slightly different angles, and that's from a 2343 for that one. And then prior to that, it wasn't the greatest of views. So there we go. Anyway, does Merapi make us happy today? Well, kinda. It did what it was supposed to. It's been throwing out bacon. We like bacon. Anyway, let's make that one smaller. Go to the next camera, and they are zooming it around. That is Mount Ruapehu in New Zealand, and it looks pretty quiet. Nice, beautiful sky today. Beautiful day to go skiing, and it is 12:52 in the afternoon there, so pretty nice. There you go. You see it from a little further back, and zoomed out mountain, it says. Awesome, and we will leave it as that. We don't need to go too far back. Actually, I did want to kind of see the sunrise and see if there was anything there worthy of having a peek at it. That was actually a nice glow there. I'm not sure if there was anything really fancy right at the beginning, and you can see the stars just heading down. So, and the ski slopes, the lights are on. That is pretty cool. I never knew they were there. Good thing we checked. Anyway, that is what we've got. So pretty awesome. And let's leave it as that. We're going to put that one to a smaller. We'll go over to our next screen. This one is Taupo, a little further south. Taupo, of course, is the wonderful big volcano. We'll change that screen slightly. There we go. And of course, the lake is the actual caldera for Taupo. It is huge. Okay, so it is a massive area. In the background, that white stuff back there, that is Mount Ruapehu that you can see. And that is a fair distance away, all the way across the lake, behind another mountain ridge. So pretty awesome to see that. And hey, Grenzet is in here. Looks full. I hope some people can go skiing there. Yeah. That, well, they did have some skiing in there yesterday. I did see a little bit when I went back snooping, so I'm sure that there were skiers on there today. Anyway, it doesn't look too windy. Our little flags that they put back are showing that, and it is relatively a beautiful day. This shot, of course, brought to you courtesy of Suncourt Hotel and Conference Center there in Taupo. And on that friendly note, let's leave that be. We're going to go over to our next volcano, and that will be, probably Semeru, if we can find it. Semeru, where are you? There you are. There is Semeru, and again, they are just showing the one shot here. If we go back a little bit, though, we can see a little bit of puffing happening earlier, and there it is. The other cloud that was sitting right in front, not sure if that was from the volcano or just something that drifted in there. That is earlier in the day. That's 6:04 a.m. If we go back a little bit more, you can kind of see really wasn't doing a heck of a lot. There might be a little bit of a puff right here. We do have a little bit of a glow up in the top of the volcano, and a little bit of smoke coming off of it at 4:13 a.m. So it does in fact look like a real volcano, and that is pretty awesome. Cloud was in there, so it wasn't the greatest. You can still see that glow, but let's see. I don't think we seen any lava flow or anything like that. If we go back to 2318, very little glow right there, but nothing else discernible up in the top of the caldera. So we'll put that one back on live, and that is what the present appearance is right now. Not sure if that is from some cloud work going on by, or if that was an eruption there. If it was, it may have had a little bit of a material flowing down the hill, causing a little bit of a phoenix cloud that is now dissipating. Anyway, let's make that one smaller. We'll go to the next shot here. I'm going to refresh Lava TV cabs and see if he's streamed anymore. And nope, definitely hasn't, so we can put it back on the other one. We'll leave that one there. What do we got? We got enough time? Yep, we got enough time. I do want to check something first. Let's see if that will work. Maybe. Nope, still not working. Nope, still not working. Okay, so our the one that I wanted was not working. Anyway, let's go over to Mount Etna. This is 2:58 a.m. there at Mount Etna. You can see the stars above it. You can see the smoke coming off of it. They're not pointing at different things today. And if we go zoom back in time a little bit, take a look at what we got there. I don't know if that's a little bit of a glow there or not, but it definitely was doing that. And I know the camera was in and out as far as service was concerned today. So in the clouds earlier at what is it, 2:40 in the afternoon is what we were seeing, and then of course they had some camera issues there with it not working. So I'm not sure what to think about there. Let's leave it as that. We'll go to the other shot. I'm going to make that one bigger. We'll put that back to about the evening shot and see what it looks like. Ooh, that's some scary looking clouds. That is from just about 2000 or 8 p.m. there. That looks kind of odd, that lenticular thing that is over top of the southeast crater there. And this thing hanging out here. Really weird looking at that steam going up the side of the mountain. Definitely something odd. Okay. Weird looking smoke. I wonder if they've got like a forest fire or something going on there. That might be what this is from. It looks like it anyway, because that is all brown. That shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be like that. This is earlier, and of course it looked like there was rain in there as well, and definitely was a fire burning over here. I wonder if that's what's going on. That looks like a pretty large fire. If we go take a look a little further back, yep, definitely. Hopefully they've got things under control there. Let's put that back to live. Quick peek at the chart for Etna, and we've seen it go up a little bit, and it's kind of hanging in there right on the fringe line, if you will, of wanting to erupt. And I'm hoping that we're going to see some uplift and spikes in here rather than downward turns. That would really be nice, and would be nice to have a volcano erupting. All right, let's make those smaller. I got to make sure I've got them all down, and there we go. And it is a time for me to take another break, ladies and gentlemen. So for the good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop. That would really be awesome. Also, there is, where is this? Oh, okay, Etna. Yes, it was Mount Etna. Sorry, Sue. Sicily. It's over in Europe, and down on the boot. If you go look at the tip of the boot of Italy, that's where Sicily is, and it's going to kick Etna. Anyway, I'm going to go take that break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kidding, Sue. It's all good. Let's put it back on the lava. There we go. And let's get at things. They got lots of fires in Sicily. Hopefully they can keep this one under control. Yeah, we don't want to see them burn. It's hot and dry. It's all good, Sue. Okay, I'm going to go take that break, ladies and gentlemen. For those good people who are here, if you haven't yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing if you like what you're seeing. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. Don't go away and play nice in the lava. I know, you want to go fishing. That's a nice lava fall there down on the bottom left. But be careful, those lava fish, when they come up, they splash a lot. I'll be back. go. The microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone, and glad to have you all on board still. And somebody is taking pictures of the volcano. Cool. Anyway, awesome to see everyone still hanging in there. Thank you for the welcome backs from Kevin Haynes and Sue. And Sharon says, Mars, if you Google Rotorua thermal activity, it will come up. Ah, okay, cool. Yep, if you want to see weird things, and there you go. Go have a look at that. Anyway, let's do a quick update. We did look at that storm again, and it has moved a bit, and I wanted to mention that. We did see it, and was when we first started looking at it. The center was down here by Cape Coral, or kind of parallel with it. Now it's moved up. We can see Cape Coral and Tampa definitely getting nailed by all of that storm front, and lots more to come for those areas, as you can see, with all the lightning. And of course you've got this other mess coming across from the other side, from Jacksonville heading over into the Tallahassee area as well. Bottom end of Georgia getting a nail too, and I'm sure it'll get nailed real good once this all moves upward and makes landfall. Don't know if it's going to get pushed over a little bit more yet, but everybody's thinking Tallahassee is where it's going to land. We'll see what happens, and hopefully everyone there is prepared for what's going on, and likely, it's pretty nasty. Anyway, that is what we got there for the storm. Let's go over to Japan, have a look and see what we've got going on there. For those who want ice cream, the ice cream boat is in. Yay! That is awesome. Happy to see that. And let's take a look. We do see all kinds of funky smoke coming off of the top. Actually, it looks more like steam or very white stuff. Thank you for the welcome backs from Kevin Haynes and Sue. And I hear you, DrFox2000 from Sharon Stewart. Doing it again, singing. All right, looking at what we've got there. So you can head down and get an ice cream, take an umbrella. I think it's going to rain. Anyway, quick peek at Sakurajima. That is from a slightly different angle. Let's take a look, make sure this is live. Yeah, and you see that just dropping out and dropping down like that behind the volcano. You don't see that on the other shot here. You can just see those lower clouds. It's hard to tell, but that seems to be all coming from the volcano as well. Well, it's probably picking up some moisture. If it is raining, we can see it does look like it's raining in that area. I don't know. Hard to tell, but we don't see any raindrops close to the camera or on the camera, which is likely good. Quick close-up view of the caldera. There you can see how much it is steaming, and doesn't look like it's raining there right now. So that is 10:16 a.m. That is live in Washington State. Volcano insurance is a joke. Is a joke. What do you mean you don't have volcano insurance and they're in Washington? Oh my God, that'd be bad. Anyway, that is the close-up view. Looks not bad, gotta love it. And we'll make that one smaller. Let's carry on to our next volcano. And unfortunately, we're not going to see this. This is ASO. ASO is hiding in the rainish type of cloud material. I'm trying to see if we can spot it anywhere along the way. This was really early in the morning, and that was a pretty heavy-duty, low-level stuff going on there. I don't know, improving the quality didn't help much there. And it looks like about 4 hours ago is about the best view. before it started to rain, but that rain shower shortly thereafter basically messed us up. So no visibility of ASO today. Let's continue and make that go there, and that'll help reduce some of that SO2 that's coming out of there as well, and that will wash it out of the air. Let's go to the next volcano, and that is Asama. This is about 100 kilometers to the west of Tokyo. We don't see it right there, but if we go back about 2 hours and 50 minutes ago, that's kind of what we're seeing. Hard to tell what it was doing at that point in time, though, off-gassing or not. And again, this is 6:37 in the morning. Really can't tell what it's doing because of the way the light is and everything. And it looks kind of oddish, but there it does look like it's got a plume heading upward, and that was at 5:17 a.m. and it might have been raining there at the time as well. Not sure what this was about. Looks like the alien ship had landed over here somewhere, creating a big green glow. No, is that not what that is? And it must have been moving around because at 2:36 it was center screen. Anyway, we do see some more off-gassing there. Pretty awesome from Asama, my bad. And there's a green light again. They must be down here. Darn aliens. They won't show themselves though. That's troublemakers. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's prior to aliens arriving. Anyway, you do see the plume coming up. This is at 1:12 a.m. The cloud was pretty heavy, so I'm not sure what to think of it, but that is what it looks like right now. Unfortunately, that's as good as the quality gets for that one, and not much we can do with it. All right, let's leave that one there. Let's go over and we will go actually go back here. Ice cream boat still there. We're going to make that one smaller, and this one here as well. There we go. All right, now we're all fixed up. We're going to go over to take a look at earthquakes around the world real quick, and we'll see what is happening with those. And let's start out up here where we always start out, and that's the Kamchatka Peninsula and then the Aleutian Islands. We don't see anything sizable in the Aleutian Islands, nothing on the Kamchatka. Biggest one there, 2.9, Rat Island area, and possibly this one here, 3.6, Chingnik, Alaska area. And that is pretty interesting. Now, we were talking about volcanoes in this area previously, so that is kind of the area that we are interested in. We had, I think, and again, I'm not sure which ones I'm looking at. I'm going to have to refer to the volcano map, and that was this one here. If we turn on the unrest ones as well, will it turn it on for there? No, there it turns on all of them. So that's Sheldon, and where's the other ones here? We were looking, this is a Fisher volcano, and that's a West Dow volcano. This one is Istanovsky and Roll Top. Okay. The other one we were looking for earlier, I don't know, is it maybe on a different island? Kutan there, and there it is. Makushan, that's the one I was interested in. So that's where it is. And it's on its own little island, and it has a wide bay volcano close by, and the other one is Akutan. So wide bay volcano, and there's an old tabletop volcano which has long been ceased, has died. Anyway, there it is. So that is pretty cool. Wanted to point that one out. Let's get back. So that is over. over here on this island, and that is kind of got a few little rumbles in it. So that is cool, and I will leave it as that, or was it this island? It might have been that island. Let me double check here. Yeah, it's the bigger one. So that is this one here. So there's some rumbles in that one too. That is, again, that is a Kutan volcano. So some quakes there, quakes here, and this is just a very small one. Fox Island. Hey, Fox Island. Is that what that is? I should remember that. Yeah, anyway, let's leave that one be, and we'll take a look. We don't see anything else up in the north here. Sliding down the west coast. Really nothing too major on the west coast until we get down to Central America. Panama had a 5.4, and that is from 10 kilometers down to 59, or sorry, 2259 yesterday. So last night. Anyway, 4.4 from 2206 yesterday, 35 kilometers down, and that is in Colombia. Sliding down a little bit more, we see this one in Ecuador, a 4.6 from today at 1535, 29.6 kilometers down. Sliding down a bit more, we don't see anything in Chile, nothing in the South Sandwich Islands, nothing in the mid-Atlantic ridge, bottom end here, nothing at the other ridges for the Arctic Circle. We do see this one here in between Australia and New Zealand, a 4.3 from 1220, 10 kilometers down. Odd place to see a quake, but hey, I guess they happen there. Nothing in the Kermadec Ridge region, nothing in Fiji. Vanuatu had this one, 4.5, and that is 6:43 a.m., 143 kilometers down for that guy. Moving on over, nothing in Papua New Guinea. Getting into eastern Java, we see a 5.9. Wow, and that is from yesterday at 22:34, 215.6 kilometers down. That is a sizable quake, and I hope the islanders there are all okay. And remember, we had that big whopper of a 7.1 there, and there's a Bali there, and that's where the quake was. They did have another quake over here, 4.7, and that's 12 kilometers northwest of, is it Dampa, Indonesia. Anyway, 131.5 kilometers down for that guy. Pardon me. Bottom end of the Philippines, a 4.4, 7:57 a.m. and 112.8 kilometers down for him. And that's got to be very close to, no, Ibu and Bacono are here. And I was going to say kind of close. Okay. Out here in Guam region, a 5.2 from 4:15 a.m. 146 kilometers down for that. This one is Bowen Island region of Japan, and that's a 4.4 from 7:15 this morning at 493.2 kilometers down. Next one just off the coast of Japan. Actually, is it on land? No, it's just in the water, and this is Tokyo right here. So that is pretty close. 4.7 near the east coast of Honshu, Japan. Yeah, really near. Anyway, 6:37 this morning, 45.8 kilometers down. Yeah, and how near is it? Well, you could swim to it. That is, I don't know. Closest land, it's about a mile out, if that. Yeah, about a mile, I think. Maybe just a tad bit over a kilometer. 500 meters. Yeah, a kilometer and a half away from the land, so pretty close to the area there. Anyway, let's zoom back out. Nothing up on the Kamchatka. We're not seeing too much in China there. Down, let's look down here first. Nothing down in the southern regions of the Indian Ocean or any place like that. Nothing in Africa, at least not on the south end. This one in China, and that's a 4.6. 208 is the time on that. And that was 10 kilometers down. The other one is a 4.0 in Tajikistan, and that's 189.8 kilometers down. Came in at 2102 yesterday. And another one in central Turkey, a 4.8 from 2258, 6.5 kilometers down. Fairly a shallow area there. So interesting. And let's see. Did we get this guy over here? I don't think we got him. A 4.4, and that is the near Barbados, I guess. So yeah, I guess they would have felt it in the area here. It's not that big, but hey, still, some of the islands may have felt a little bit. All right, let's leave that be. We're gonna go take a break here. And when we come back from the break, we'll take a look and see what our earthquakes in Hawaii are going to tell us, if anything, about Kilauea. On that friendly note, we are going to go back to the canned lava. And we'll leave that play for now. For those good people who are here, if you haven't yet hit that like button, please give it a quick bop. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. On that friendly note, I'm going to go take that break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes. Here's some music while I'm away. Thanks. we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX on live stream. Of course, on the stream, or on the screen, you've got the view from Liti, and that is in, of course, the Reykjanes Peninsula, Iceland. That's from the 22nd of July when Rebbe Fisher was, or Rebbe Vent was doing its thing. Thank you for the welcome backs. Thank you, Sue, and I hear you, DrFox2000. From Sharon Stewart. I'm just kind of reading this spins. Yeah, they're spinning around, getting carried around. Somebody hates heights. Oh boy. Hermione and Fluffy saying welcome back, Dr. Fox. Thank you, Hermione. And all good. Okay, let's go back to where we were supposed to be. And that is having a look at some earthquakes in Hawaii. And then after that, we'll get back to the weather map and the SO2. Anyway, there's the quakes that are in Hawaii. We don't see anything on any of the other islands, just around the big one. And we'll start out by this lonely guy over here. 2.1 from 1:11 there in the morning, our time. And in summertime, it's take 4 hours off to get the actual time. So 9:11 p.m. of the day before. Anyway, yeah, that was my bad. I didn't realize they shifted or didn't shift the time, but we do. So they're 4 hours difference. Anyway, 9.6 clicks down for that guy. That's below sea level. And then, of course, we take a look at the Pahala region. Really not that many quakes for Pahala. Only looks like about 4 or so. Let's take a look at that. And that is a 1.8 from 2140 yesterday. And that is 31.6 kilometers down for that guy. This other one is 2.1, 7:23 a.m. 31.9 clicks down, and then we only had 2 others over here. This one 2.3 from 3:48 a.m. 27.4 kilometers down. The other one is a 1.8 from 22:32 yesterday, 32.5 clicks down. Moving over a little bit more, we do have one straggler out here in the water, a 2.7, 3 minutes after midnight. And that was from 21.6 kilometers down. There we go. Next one is this one, 1.8, 20:35 yesterday, 5.9 kilometers below sea level. And let's zoom in a little bit and see what is happening in the area here. The bottom one, 1.8, 4:47 a.m., 2.7 kilometers down. Next one, 1.7. And that is from 2108, 1.9 kilometers down. Then we've got another 1.7, 1643, 1.8 clicks down, 1.2 from 6:02 a.m. and that is 2.2 kilometers down, 1.9 from 1448 today, 1.8 kilometers down. And next one, 1.9 from 1248, 1.2 clicks down. 1.7 from 3:49 a.m., 1.6 kilometers down, 2.1 from today at 3:20, 1.4 kilometers down, and this one here 2.4, and that is from 3:19 a.m., 1.9 kilometers down. Is something taking a break here? I'm wondering what's going on. Come on, Kilauea. Maybe just taking a little bit of a breather, a hiatus of a shaking, or are we getting that magma in there? Yeah, Mars, I do agree. It does look like it is quietening down there in that area, and I'm hoping that it is a short-lived hiatus if anything, of what's going on there. So that is our Hawaiian earthquakes, ladies and gentlemen, and not encouraging, really. Zooming back out, we don't see any new big red spots anywhere. We'll carry on with other wonderful stuff. Let's see if we can get over on that weather map. Going to see what it looks like, and now I'm going to refresh that, and we'll have a look at it there. And yep, this thing is definitely moving north and doing its thing. We are seeing another storm way out here in the ocean as well, but the one that's causing problems right now, of course, looks like the Cape Coral is kind of right in the line here, and coming through Tampa. We'll see all of this migrate through there as it goes through. Looks like this stuff here didn't curl down further. It's actually getting up higher into Georgia, and it looks like it's starting to get that Tallahassee area as that stuff is combining with this other stuff. They've got massive lightning storms there, and there you can see it just off shore. So hopefully that'll be okay, and you can see it's going to head up north. Anyway, that is what that storm area is looking like. Let's get over and take a look and see what our air quality is like. And ooh, that's kind of weird looking. I didn't expect that down here. Mexico City and Popocatépetl, they must have had some real bad gas, and that is actually going all the way over to Florida. And you can tell where the storm is. That's definitely cleaning the air. And boy, I didn't realize that was going that far. Anyway, let's get back up to the top here and start where we were supposed to. What is all this? Wow, what a pattern. That is incredible. We'll have a look here first at the Kamchatka Peninsula. We know Shivulash, Klyashevskoy, as well as Karimsky is doing his thing. Ibiko is still working away too, creating a kind of a combined plume here that is circulating and kind of scooting along the southern side of the Aleutian Islands, where it meets up with more active stuff coming from Sheldon and others in those areas. That new one that we talked about, that's actually over here on this island, right? But we're not seeing any plume, no heavy plume from it, and that is right in here. That whatever it was, I can't remember what it is. It starts with M, M-A-K. We'll call it Mac. So Mac is over there somewhere. Anyway, looking at northern portions of Canada and also into Alaska. We see Alaska has got a little bit. Canada, on the other hand, a lot more fires up in the northern British Columbia area, as well as in the Yukon, and we are seeing heavy plumes of SO2 up there, northern Alberta as well. And looks like BC is starting to clean out a little bit. I'm sure we'll see cleaner air with this flow here, figuring out where it's going to go and go away. Saskatchewan not looking so good either. Neither is Manitoba, and Ontario, complete shambles today, with the exception of this little bit around Sudbury. So that is okay. The rest don't look so good. That includes portions of Newfoundland or Labrador area up in the north, and northern Quebec, as well as the southern side here, as everything seems to drift up and nail everybody. So St. Lawrence Seaway fairly heavy, and then out here in Newfoundland there, I was going to say, it's not Nova Scotia, that's over here nice and clean where Sue is, and fairly clean in New Brunswick as well as PEI. So they're off to a good start there. And we are seeing, well, of course, with that storm in here, that is interesting. I don't know if that's going to draw more of that SO2 over, but it looks like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, not bad right now, but I'm sure that once that system goes through, it's going to start to try to draw more of that SO2 back up there, and that's unfortunate. I don't know why a Popocatépetl is being mean. Get rid of that SO2. So, yeah, oh, that didn't sound good, did it? Sliding down a little bit more into Central America, we see the stuff from Guatemala and, of course, Honduras, even from Costa Rica is getting turned around and kind of pulled back up there as well. Even some of that material coming from Nevado del Ruiz is being pulled back up. But the rest down here, well, we know this is from Sabancaya, and it is doing a lot of SO2 eruption. So that is what we've seen there, and South America is seeing some of it. Bolivia, fairly heavy levels. Same thing with the southern portions of Peru. Not so bad in Argentina or the rest of Chile, and not bad over in the rest of Brazil. Bottom end looking pretty clean for Chile and that. Moving over though, let's zoom out just a tad. And again, we're seeing more plumes here, and it almost looks like to me something here erupted again and gave off of a bunch of SO2. Looking at the wind direction. White Isle volcano, yes, it's right there doing its thing, but something along the Kermadec Ridge likely erupted, and possibly even something else right in here popped as well. Hard to tell. Anyway, not bad looking for Australia right now. Tofua doing its thing, and Vanuatu, I don't know, a little bit of a mess here. Yasur and Aoba and Gawa, all kind of responsible for that area. And then, of course, we've got our friends here in Papua New Guinea, Manan, and what are those other ones? Oh, darn it. I keep forgetting. Those ones are hard to remember. I'll have to make a list. And let's see. We haven't seen Leo for a while. Yeah, I hope Leo is doing okay. I haven't seen him anywhere. Let's see. Okay, so Luotaluk is over there doing its thing. And of course, Semeru would be right there. This area would be from our wonderful Merapi. And then combined effort today at Jakarta, producing quite a bit of SO2, as well as Krakatau. Dempo might be a little bit in there from him, as well as up here we'll have Currency and Marapi and Sinabung doing the top end of our Sumatra area. Zooming in on there, Ibu and Dakono still doing their thing, living up to the dream, I guess. And not that much coming from me on today. We are seeing a little bit from, well, again, hard to tell. Is that coming from Taal, or is that coming from the city here, or from the other basin here? But definitely a little bit of an SO2 plume. And of course, we got lots of weather here, so it'll be raining there, washing a lot of that SO2 out of the air. Not affecting Taiwan as much, though. They need some clean air, too. The islands out here still off-gassing fairly heavy for the Japanese volcanic islands. And then this one here is Suwanoshijima, creating that plume, sliding up a little bit further. And we see this is Sakurajima. It's got a fair plume as well. And Aso, not so bad today, but you can see it does have a good run up north here. So whatever wind is taking it is doing a fine job. You can see that all the way out there into the Sea of Japan. Going over here, Tokyo, and that area's got some fairly decent levels. But we get out here and we see again another plume heading northward, and that is from Asama. So that's what we see there, and we already looked at the Kamchatka Peninsula. India, pretty normal. Winds are blowing the opposite way now over there. Things are changing. Sri Lanka still got quite a bit of SO2 there. South Africa, there you go. It's dumping out all kinds of SO2 for the gold refineries. And there in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, we got what is it? Nyamuragira and what is it? Nyiragongo and Nyamuragira. Yeah, those two. Okay, and let's go over here. Still not able to discern. Yeah, Nyiragongo and Nyamuragira. Those ones, yes, Sue. Those ones. We got them. Anyway, too much pollution coming from Saudi Arabia to be able to see what's coming from Etna or Erupting, very small amounts in comparison. And of course, we see the other darker spots here in Kuwait area, as well as Iraq. Iran, I'm sure, is still got their refineries going as well. And even over here in Beirut, not as much happening. Looks like the winds are pushing some of that SO2 out of here finally, and they may be getting some cleaner air coming soon. Looks like that stuff up top is still sitting pretty close to Istanbul. I don't know if it's going to blow straight north or how it's going to curve along there, but it's happening. And not so much coming from Mount Etna. Etna right in here. And then, of course, Stromboli is right there, and it doesn't look like there's anything coming off of Volcano. So that is kind of the scoop for today. And the England, oh, hang on, that's emanating from over here. Irish Monk has started a volcano, and it's now pluming over England and heading north. No? I have no idea. Where is this coming from, you guys? This is incredible. There's got to be more fires up north somewhere, or we've got, all of a sudden, we've got all kinds of gas coming from all kinds of places. It's got so much there. In Iceland, you can't tell what's happening, and that's the highest levels they've had for a long time. Looks like northern parts of Greenland. Going south, do you have a volcano going? One that you're not telling us about? Anyway, and that is all cool. Anyway, that's it. That's from Canadian Fires. I don't think it's from the Canadian Fires, and wasn't that bad yesterday. This I can understand, and that would be pretty much it, unless we've got new fires that I am not aware of. Like, I mean, how is it increasing, and where's this coming from up in the top here? It certainly didn't get all the way up there by itself. The Greenland, the ice is gotta be there. It's gotta be the ice burning up in Greenland. That's all I can think of. I'm kidding. Either that, or we've got snow melt happening up there because it's so hot. And of course, when that snow melts, it does release a lot of the SO2 gas. So that's a possibility. That's what I'm thinking. It's some ice melting, and that could be what's going on, and it's releasing a lot of that SO2 back into the atmosphere. So that's Mother Nature for you. But you know, that doesn't explain. Well, when we look at the southern side here, I mean, and these ones, we can see that, you know, this is right at the ridge there, not Kermadec, Yeah, Kermadec. No, hang on. Which one? I'm thinking the wrong one. No, Kermadec is, no, that's the right one. One of these Corral. These are the Corral Islands. Yeah, Kermadec is the ones down there. So, yeah, this one here, and possibly this, I can understand coming from a vent, right? Yes, those look strange Antarctic plumes in the summer down there, down here. Yeah, it's a little bit strange, you know, seeing this stuff. But this, to me, looks like it's coming from some source there, off-gassing. And we've seen that before in this area. Same with in this area. So definitely something there. But when we see this stuff up top here, we really got to wonder what the heck is happening. And that may well be it. We are seeing ice melt. And that is likely the cause. Because all of this is full of ice up in the north. There's a certain line here where things melt, and then you all of a sudden you end up with basically the flowering stuff. There's nothing southeast of New Zealand. Nothing to the southeast of New Zealand. Southeast. Yeah, but here out of this area. You're thinking there's nothing out here, but this is a little closer in. That would be right around there, Grenzen. So there or here is what I'm thinking. And then, of course, this one is right on the fault. So it's hard to say. On this map, it's tough to tell. If we go to the earthquake map, we can see that a little bit differently. Because there you can see the shallow areas. So it's actually in this area, right in here, but I'm thinking because we have some stuff along the ridges here, and we've seen the off-gassing in these areas before, and that could be something crumbling. It drifted from elsewhere. Ah. Yeah, well, it could have drifted in. I'm not going to disagree with that. But we do have a bunch of stuff out here, and we did see plumes come up from this area before. And that was definite. We definitely have that. So, pretty cool. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on those. It's always an interesting learning thing. Maybe there is a submarine, a volcano, or small volcanic island. That could be. The submarine volcano would be the likely cause, Sue. That's what I would think is what's down there. Because what else could it be? And it, you know, somewhere, anywhere in this area, and we know that, you know, there's activity in this area. And that's straight to the east. It doesn't have to be southeast too much. But the way the wind currents are here, you kind of got to wonder, so where is the epicenter of where it's emanating from? You know, like over here, you can kind of guess that it's somewhere around here, just like you can see where White Isle volcano is, as an example. So there'd probably be something here, but because this is all confused as far as directionality, who knows, right? Tough to tell. Dr. Fox, the subduction zone is directly under New Zealand, so there's no volcanoes east or west of the island. Wow. Well, then where the heck is it coming from? All right, somebody give me a map. Show me. Anyway, that's okay. It's one of those life mysteries. We'll see what happens. So this one I can explain, this one I cannot. All right, as simple as that. Maybe it's coming up from this. What are these? Are these volcanoes? Anyway, could be a new eruption north of New Zealand, as there were earthquakes last week. Yep, I do agree with that one. but this is a kind of odd. And this, yeah, subduction area is to the east of the North Island. Interesting. Okay, let's leave it there for today's show, though, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've covered everything that we can, and we want to get back to our canned lava. And I think that is still showing different things, so I will leave it on there. Let's see if we move that a little bit further on here. Get back to the close-up. That's what we want. All right, time for me to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you everyone for being here today. I do appreciate it, and been interesting with looking at some of this stuff. I hope everyone that is down south, southeastern United States, please take care and caution with that storm coming ashore. Tallahassee area, if there's any of you here, please make sure that you are prepared. This is not a light little storm, likely a category 3 to a category 4 coming in, so that would be it. Thanks for a great stream, Doc. You are welcome, Sharon Stewart, and thank you everyone for being here. And we'll say a big thanks to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, and Piggy, and Sue, and C&D Boy, and Yvonne Kunkel, as well as, who else? Siggy, Carrie, 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, Lucas Snow, Joseph Fields, Texas, and Mona Lisa Smiles. How about that? Got them all. Okay, there's always a few more. Anyway, that is what we've got for our show today. Thank you everyone for being here. Again, a happy birthday to our wonderful Grandma B. And she was the only one who gifted today, and I'm surprised. But thank you, Grandma B, for supporting the stream. Awesome. And on those friendly notes, be good, everyone. Take care of yourselves. And I'm going to go down and water the bunny bowl, or clean the bunny bowl out and put more water in there right away. So that's what I got to do. What's Sharon up to now? Oh, gifting, be right back. Anyway, good night to all of you. Be good, be kind, take care of yourselves, and of course we do have a good lava family here, so just enjoy being here if you are. Wow, Sharon Stewart just threw in a $31 super chat. Wow, Sharon. Let me write that down. Share. Whoop, my pen credit. There it is. Sharon Stewart. Got it written down. Thank you very kindly, Sharon. And that is very awesome. Appreciate that wonderful support, and thank you very kindly. And I killed the wrong stream. I killed my other stream. I wasn't intending to do that. Darn it, I hate when I do that. I click on the wrong spot. I was trying to get to the other one here. There. Okay, I put the bunny stream back here. And let's see. Now I got darn commercials. I hate commercials. Okay, we got to do something else. And hopefully this will work. And all right. Thank you, everyone. And let's see. We're going to do this. We're going to do that real quick. And we're going to turn that into into this. All right, so thank you, Sharon Stewart, and there we go. We've dropped out a few here, and I'm hoping that this will help with keeping some of the membership up. Hey, Hermione got nailed, and Adele, and of course Ray Scott, Zach Aran, and Chandel. That is awesome. Some good gifting. A way to go to the winners. And thanks, Sue, or sorry, Sharon. Thank you, Sue, as well for being here and helping out and getting the volcano report in. And thanks everyone for being a part of our wonderful lava family. And of course, I'm hoping that this will help a little bit and try to keep encouraging people. And of course, didn't you need that for electricity for all of the computer kit heating? Oh, yeah, I almost do need that, but you know, I do make some sacrifices here, Grenzet. Seriously, we do that, and that is awesome. That's still pretty good though. Congratulations, Hermine and Adele. Just remember, we never waste a Pepsi here, Dr. Fox. That's right. Awesome. I think you need cooling just now though. All right. Well, I had just seen one of the bunnies hopping in. I'm going to get myself ready for doing stuff with Bunnyland. And I can't tell which bunny that is yet. But he's there eating, so that is all cool. Anyway, yep, always here for shenanigans. We do enjoy that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to wrap it up. So thanks, Sharon Stewart, for gifting that $31 there for Super Chat. That is awesome, and we kind of threw out a few of those memberships as well. Hopefully that'll round the month out a little bit better. On those friendly notes, take care, everyone. Be good, be kind, and really make sure you take care of yourselves. And of course, please just remember, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Good night, everyone. Take care and be good. Oink, oink.
Bye.